What is going on, beautiful folks? Welcome to another episode of Story Time with Lee Hammock, your favorite self-aware narcissist. Today, y'all, we have an email titled 40-Year-Old Covert Narc Boyfriend. And this one is a doozy, y'all. So shout out to her for sending this in. I'm not going to take too much of your time today. We're going to hop right on into it. So let's go ahead and get it. It's time for Story Time with Lee. Now sit back, get comfortable, and listen while I help make sense of your story. Get comfy, get cozy. But yeah, y'all, this is power packed. I read a part of it and I was like, okay, I can do this one. Shout out to her for sending it in. Let's get it. Good evening. I have a cautionary tale for the women out there. Even women who have dated previous narcs before wouldn't have noticed the signs and fell into the trap. My daughter's father is a grandiose, but not that smart and a noticeable deadbeat, so very easy to notice and leave. Oh goodness, not very smart and oh goodness, still very evil. But let's get back to the covert. Okay, just let's ignore the deadbeat and get back to the covert because he's ignoring everybody else, isn't he? Me and this man were in a relationship for 5 years. We met on Tinder, and I have never ever met someone and went on a date from there. I felt the men were all outwardly looking for hookups, and I'm not into that. He was handsome, clever, funny, and great to talk to. Are you talking about me? Did you meet me? No, I'm joking, y'all. I'll do it. After a month of talking, he said, well, I guess I should ask you on a date, right? I thought it was cute the way he phrased it. Now looking back, of course, that showed some things. When I first saw him, I thought he was the most handsome man. On our date, there was traffic, and he seemed very agitated the whole time in the car. I brushed it off because I thought he was nervous. He drives in traffic all day as a truck driver. He is over it. Okay, I can see that. He asked me out again, and I said yes. Second date was also magical to me, and we continued to talk all day, every day. We literally text from the time we woke up to the time we slept. One night, he said he had to tell me something, and he was afraid it was going to ruin everything. I didn't get this is where I stopped there, y'all. I stopped right here. When I was reading it, I stopped right here. Like, okay, I'm gonna let the rest of the part hit me. He's afraid to tell me something. He said it was gonna ruin everything. He said his ex gave him HPV and he was willing to pay and get me the shots so I was protected. Like an idiot, I told him okay, and it wasn't his fault. His ex gave him HPV. They sound kind of like my exes are crazy. My crazy ex gave me a STD. The third time we went out, he asked if I would stay the night, and he said we don't have to have sex. I'm not expecting that. I just want to be with you. So I'm gonna break that down. But when men say that, it's bait. That was, of course, a total lie. Okay, you got it. You on it. Or were you on it? We're gonna find out. We had sex. It was oh goodness gracious. Oh, I'm not laughing at you. I promise I'm not laughing at you. We had sex. It was the worst time of my life. I didn't say that, she did. I just had a really bad feeling that I couldn't explain, but I already felt so far in. The next day, I checked his phone, and it turns out he had been texting two of his exes. Oh my goodness. He'd been texting two of his exes, ex-girlfriends. He was also texting his friend the day of our first date that a girl at the restaurant was hot. Oh my goodness. This is rough. That's a little rough right there, y'all. Just being real. Texting the girl is hot. Okay, goodness gracious. I was so hurt. Flash forward, we had so many of the same problems always come up throughout the 5 years. He was so good at cutting me down in a way that was hard to detect. He would tell me he never liked skinny women, implying how fat I was. He would say he was a butt man to let me know that mine isn't the greatest. He would start fights and say we weren't sexually compatible, but never offered up any solution to that. It was just all me, I guess. I am to the point now, we have been broken up for a year, good for you, that I never want another man to see me naked or think of sex again, honestly. The whole time we dated, I cooked and cleaned for this man. He never wanted to go out. He was an alcoholic. The last straw for me was when he sold his house in 2022, quit his job, and moved in with his mother. I was done with the dead weight. There was so much to say, but I tried to speed through as much as I could. Would love to hear your thoughts. For context, I kept my daughter out of the relationship pretty much. I knew he would be a letdown. Thanks. Okay. Goodness gracious, y'all. So first off, shout out to you for sending it in. I know that there's not an easy thing to expose yourself, y'all. Yeah, I know how I talk. I'm not here to pick on anybody. I'm gonna pick on him, but I don't pick on y'all, and whatnot. But this is tough to deal with, y'all. This is be real. This sharing your body, sharing your experience with somebody like this is a very tough thing to deal with. Just overall, let's keep it real. Let's keep it hot and ready. Um, it is. It just is. Narcissistic people like this from the beginning, they will show you these. Let me get out my handy. Y'all know how who has the handy dandy notebook? Is that Dora? I got my handy dandy red flag right here. You know what I mean? Dora has her notebook. I got my red flag. Um, but yes, 5 years. I didn't realize it was that long. I know I read that in the very beginning, but I didn't realize it was that long. Because dealing with this type of stuff. So Tinder. I haven't so I've heard success stories off of Bumble. I've heard success stories on a lot of different apps, but Tinder is what I've recalled because I've been out of the dating realm for a long time. Is a hookup app. You just get on there to find people to sleep with. That's literally what it's used for most of the time. So you were right on that right there. So it just kind of shows you trust your intuition. You hear what Tinder is. You have that assumption. Trust your intuition, y'all. Your intuition is there to protect you. It's there to defend yourself, help you defend yourself against toxic, narcissistic people like this, right? And that's how, because like dating apps are the narcissist playground. Because dating apps, most of the time, are going to be based on physical attractiveness. Like you're going, like when you're swiping left and right or whatever, checking yes, interested or whatever, the X or check, whatever it is, y'all. I've been on, y'all see. Um, it's just about looks most of the time. Like you're going to like if the person is not physically attractive, you're not even going to give their profile a look. But if it's somebody that you're physically attracted to, then you'll click on there, right? If it's a person that you don't find physically attractive, they can have every other thing that you want, but they didn't make it past the first barrier. They didn't make it past the first hurdle, right? So you're looking for physical attractiveness, and a lot of narcissistic people are going to just care about their looks and attractiveness. They're gonna be fit, built. You know what I mean? They might be 6'2", 6'3". They might have dreads. They might have. I'm just joking, but this is the spot. This is the space right here. This person, like I said, it's just if it's based on outward appearance, this type of the narcissists are going to thrive. Let's be real, because you let your guard. Because this is why narcissists get on dating apps, because you let your guard down. Because if you match with me, I already know that you're physically attracted to me. So there's going to be a few things that I feel like I can get away with, right? With him just saying like, I guess I should ask you on a date. You know, oh, we don't have to have sex. Will you come over here? That you see how the type of language he uses. It's very baiting language. It's very baiting. You know what I mean? He's afraid of rejection. So the way he's wording things is very baiting. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. So he's setting you up when they talk like this. You see what I'm saying? They are setting you up when they talk like this because you don't have to do it. You chose to do it. So this is how they avoid rejection and culpability in their minds, because nobody's holding you hostage here. Nobody made you come to my house. Nobody made you sleep with me. You did this. So they blame you for everything. Nobody made you stay with me for 5 years. You did this. You know what I mean? And he was backtracking in life. How you sell his house and move back in with your mom? I know times, I know this economy and stuff, but like, damn, he ain't trying to move in with you. That just shows you had no intent right there, just moving forward. I'm glad you got out of that, because this type of person would do it, would ruin your life. And like your intuition, I feel like you had so much intuition from the very, very beginning. Even you said it. He's agitated on the first date in traffic. I know you, like I said, but you started to you kind of started to rationalize his behavior and make excuses for it. No, he's a truck driver. He's over that. You know what I mean? Oh, he has HPV. His ex gave it to him. You see, it's just stuff like that. But your intuition, your red flags were flying off. You said you kept your daughter out of the relationship because you didn't trust him. That's a huge red flag. You didn't. I feel like you already sensed there was no future with this person. You slept with him. The worst time of your life. What we doing? What we doing? You know what I mean? If you ain't clap, like, I feel like that part right there is important. I mean, I'm not saying that sex is everything, but it's got to have a level of importance to it to be connected to the person. You know what I'm saying? Because I think he knew he wasn't satisfying you. He had to blame it on you. I think he put it onto you right there. That's the easiest way for me to get out of this situation, for me to avoid culpability in here, is to put it onto you. I'm not attracted to you, so I can't clap the cheeks just right. This is on you. I didn't do this. You did this. I'm not attracted to you. Blah, 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 rabble, rabble, rabble. Blah, 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 boo, 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 boo. You know, you doing this. You did this to us. And this is the email, y'all, if y'all want to send in your story and whatnot. But this is, you did this to us. I didn't do anything. You did this to us, girl. Blah, blah, blah. You see what I'm saying? I'm a butt man. I don't like skinny girls and blah, blah. Whatever he's saying, y'all. It's just language to hurt you because he feels inadequate. Yeah, he might be handsome, but it sounded like he was regressing in life and turned into a bum, like cooking and cleaning. They tell you don't do wife duties for you. Don't do wifely duties for your boyfriend. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying this is your fault. I promise you, I'm not saying that. But yeah, I don't know what you look like, but I can imagine it just seemed like I don't know. When I read these stories and how because he matched with you too, so there's a level of physical attraction that he matched with you. You might be very conventionally attractive, right? But because you're conventionally attractive, they try to down you. You know what I mean? He just said you went to his phone, like even like there, the red flag. You went to his phone and saw him talk about other people. The girl was hot. This, that. You know what I mean? The next day I checked this phone, it turns out you could have cut bait right there. You see what I'm saying? For the future, you know you got to cut bait. You know what I mean? It empowers you when you are not afraid to say no, even though we slept together. You know, F this. F you. I'm out. You know what I mean? We did what we did. Clean look. I don't, you know what I mean? Go splash some holy water on yourself, whatever you got to do to release the toxins. Sage yourself. Go through you know what I mean? Go, I don't know, walk through the wilderness, whatever you feel like you need to do to get this scent off of you. But it just in this space, you see it. You said flash forward, we have so many of the same problems. 5 years is a long time. Cutting you down is healing season, right? It's healing season. Do something for yourself. My recommendation for you right here, do something for yourself. Do something for yourself. Put a black dress on. Do something to make for yourself to make you feel good about yourself. Do a well, no, I mean, I'm not telling you have to do this. These are just suggestions. Even my wife did this. You know, she did like a boudoir photo shoot for herself. You mean she showed me the pictures? I'm like, and then she said, "Oh, these are for you." I'm like, you gonna do it for yourself? With these for me? I didn't know he's gonna like them. Like, do that. I'm not telling you have to post it for the world to see, but do something to rebuild their self confidence. Go do something for yourself. Treat yourself. I mean, it just helps right here. Just be you. You like I said, you don't get back on Tinder. Nope, not Tinder. I'm like, look, a lot of these dating apps are just horrible. Even like, Christian Mingle is dangerous. I think I did a story very recently, but the dude was on he was married. He was on Christian. He was married. He was on Christian Mingle. Like these dating apps are crazy, y'all. You have to do whatever you have to do to protect yourself in these situations, y'all. Seriously, protect yourself, protect your peace, and I feel like you'll be okay. But they'll say, trust your intuition. Your intuition is just flashing. They let them flash. But I feel like you'll be fine. Just keep moving forward. Protect your peace. Protect yourself, y'all. Send your story in. Like I said, I have them flash the email address again really quick. You can also find more information about me. I do coaching and things like that as well. Everything is available at mentalhealness.net. And I will see y'all next time.